So we're back for the third league of the day. Let us spin the wheel and see what comes up this time. Spin, spin, spin. What do we get? Oh, Bogles. So Bogles, or Bogles as some incorrectly call them, is a slap all of your guys Voltron deck. So we've got the 8 1-drops that have hexproof and are 1/1s with Glade Cover Scout and Slippery Boggle. And then we've got Light Paws, Emperor's Voice. This is also sometimes Core Spirit Dancer. This one is not hexproof, and it says 2 mana 2/2. Whenever an aura enters under your control, if you cast it, you may search your library for an aura with mana value less than or equal to that aura with a different name than each aura you control, and put that card onto the battlefield attached to Light Paws, Emperor's Voice, and then shuffle. Core Spirit Dancer is draw a card when you cast auras, and it gets +2/+2 for each aura. So, what auras will we be using? Well, we will be using Cartouche of Solidarity, which gives +1 and First Strike and creates a 1/1 token. This is important for getting around Edict effects, which are some of the few pieces of removal that can actually kill our Bogles. Ethereal Armor, one of the most important ones. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control and has First Strike. Griff's Boon, which gives it flying and +1, and you can return Griff's Boon from your graveyard for 4 mana. Hyena Umbra, +1 First Strike, and Totem Armor, meaning if it would be destroyed, instead you basically regenerate it and get rid of this aura. Sentinel Eyes, 1 mana +1 Vigilance, and you can escape it from your graveyard by paying white and exiling 2 other cards. Audacity, which is a sort of a Rancor, 1 mana for +2/0 Trample, and when this is put into the graveyard, draw a card. Rancor, of course, is +2/0 and Trample, and when Rancor is put into your graveyard, return Rancor. And then Spider Umbra, +1 Reach and Totem Armor. And then the most important one, Daybreak Coronet. White, attach enchanted creature with another aura on it, gets +3 First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. Spirit Mantle, +1 and Pro Creatures. And All That Glitters, +1 for each artifact and enchantment you control. And I always think this gives flying because there's a fairy with wings in the image, but it does not give flying. Mana base is green-white mana base with 1 copy of Boseiju and a Dryad Arbor. Again, the Dryad Arbor is so that you can fetch a creature in response to edicts. Sideboard, we have Leyline of Sanctity, mostly to protect from edicts or hand disruption effects. Solitude, Endurance, Force of Vigor, 1 copy of Gadok Teague, and 2 Chalice of the Void. So without further ado, let us jump in with Bogles. All right, round 1 on the draw. We are playing Bogles. Our opponent mulls to 6. We have a Boggle. We've got some auras. Looks good to me. How does Light Paws work exactly? So I don't have to attach the aura to Light Paws. I just have to attach it to anything. But then the aura that I grab has to attach to Light Paws. All right, so keep this. Opponent mulls to 5. Urza's Power Plant. This might be a problem, although we do have Boseiju. Okay, so if I don't play Dryad Arbor now, and then he just has the Tron mana next turn, then I can't actually blow Tron up. So I think, ironically, I actually have to play Dryad Arbor first and just pass the turn. Yeah, that's what it's got to be. Dryad Arbor, go. There's his tower. All right, land, and then I've got to stop them in their draw step. So grab Temple Garden, Shock, then pass and stop in their draw step and blow up Power Plant. Boseiju, kill this. Oh, it's blue Tron. Okay, well that's different then. Power Plant. So is the best move then to just slam Light Paws? They have what? They've got Repeal in their deck that they can repeal it with, so I probably just need to get a Hexproof guy down in all likelihood. All right, so let's get Boggle down, and let's attach, I guess Audacity does the most damage, so let's attach that here, and then pass the turn. Academy Ruins. Well, there's the ring. So I guess we just keep slamming stuff onto this guy. Or no, maybe I just run out Light Paws now. All right, play Light Paws, pass the turn. 19 from the ring. Draw with the ring. 4 mana for another ring. Well, let's just get as much aura action going as we can. Whenever an aura enters under your control, if you cast it, you may search your library. What are they doing? Blue. If you cast it, you may search your library for an aura with lesser... Oh no, Dismember. All right. Well, at least they're doing it now. So just slam a bunch of more auras onto this thing. Shock, Rancor, Hyena Umbra, Cartouche. All right, we've got a large Boggle. Pass the turn. Ring, 14. Draws more with the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plays Map. All right, so now they can map for the Tron. All right, they've mapped for Tron. They have 6 mana. Well, Wormcoil Engine is not actually Spell the Doom of Us, but other cards do spell the doom of us. Oblivion Stone would be the worst one, or Ugin. Opponent plays Walking Ballista for 1. Okay. Attach Spider Umbra here, and then go to combat and just swing with everything. Attack all. Block there, shoot Dryad Arbor. Then they take 8 from Boggle. No. Repeal Audacity back to our hand. Okay. Go to damage. 6 down to 8. Put this here. Play this, and then if they just play an Ugin or an O-Stone or whatever, we're dead anyway, so I may as well just play this Glaive Clever Scout. All right, ring, they go to 6. They draw more with the ring. They have 10 cards. There are many things that would kill us here. 4 mana for Karn. Well, they can Karn for Ensnaring Bridge or another ring. They get a ring. They have played the new ring. They are casting another Karn and minusing again and grabbing Oblivion Stone from the sideboard. So this turn we attack and kill Karn, then they play O-Stone, they blow our whole field to bits. Pretty sure we just lose now. Daybreak Coronet. Well, no point in playing that right now, so go to combat and swing everything at Karn. Then the ring, but they haven't tapped it. They put the ring back on top of their deck, so now they can just loop rings over and over and we can never kill them. Yeah, so they can just loop the ring over and over and over and we can never actually kill them. All right, they got it. On to round number 2, or game number 2. So I want Gadok Teague. I want Force of Vigor, question mark. I don't know if I actually do want that. I guess I do. This kills map, O-Stone, doesn't kill the ring, kills other stuff. So what's bad here? They have Repeal and Dismember, so probably Light Paws is not good. Spirit Mantle, I guess matters if they drop a Wormcoil Engine or something, so that is relevant. Vigilance is probably the least relevant ability out of any one of them. All right, I guess we try that. Or maybe I'm supposed to keep Light Paws in the deck just to like try to turbo them. Like keep it on the play, take it out on the draw. So just take out Sentinel Eyes. All right, let's try this. On the play with Bogles. We have no turn 1 Boggle, but we do have Light Paws. That's kind of slow, but I guess we can get there if they don't have Dismember or Repeal. So I will keep. Gemstone Caverns. Exiling an island. All right, land, go. They play Power Plant, back to us. So now with the Gemstone Caverns, they can cast Condescend or Remand. Unfortunate. Well, we've got to try to play the Light Paws right now. So play Light Paws, see if this resolves. Nope, they have Condescend. And now we're going to lose the game because we have no other creatures. So let's see, I could have fetched Dryad Arbor on turn 1, but then that just exposes it to being killed. All right, need to draw a creature. So draw with Horizon Canopy. Not a creature. So let's play this and pass. Opponent casts Thirst for Knowledge. Discards Expedition Map. Well, they've assembled Tron. Our opponent plays Ugin. We lose the game. All right, that's round 1. On to round 2. Well, this hand's terrible because we only have Dryad Arbor and 1 Aura and then a bunch of Horizon Canopies. So we will mull this. We're also on the draw. All right, much better. Keep, and then I will put back... We do need actual toughness, so I'll put back, I guess, Audacity. Done. All right, opponent. Blackcleave Cliffs. Thought sees us. Well, they're just going to take Glade Cover Scout, and then we have no creatures. And then, unless we draw exactly another creature, we're dead. I would rather concede this to not show them information and try to win the next 2 games. All right, so in all likelihood, they're Scam. So I want Leyline of Sanctity for the Scam effects. They have way too much removal for Light Paws to be worthwhile, so we'll take that out. Solitude to eat their Scam guys. And then what else? Sentinel Eyes is probably the worst aura we have. But then again, they have Bowmasters, which is a bunch of 1/1s, so we do need our creatures to be big enough that we can actually attack into them. So First Strike and Toughness improving ones are the best. Grifspoon Flies. I don't think they have Edicts, but they might. Cartouche also just gives First Strike, so what is the worst one here? It's probably Audacity. All right, submit. So on the play, we have Leyline of Sanctity, but we don't have a creature. I just can't keep that. I have to have a turn 1 creature, a turn 1 hexproof creature. Yeah, all right, mulligan. Still don't have a turn 1 hexproof creature, so mulligan. All right, turn 1 hexproof creature and Leyline. Keep this, put back. Definitely, let's see, Spider Umbra, and this one's just +1. This one's +1 in First Strike, so I guess I put back Hyena Umbra. No. All right, Hyena Umbra back. Done. Then reveal Leyline of Sanctity. And then let's Shock in Temple Garden and play Glade Cover Scout. And pass. So Blackcleave Cliffs, they play Ragavan. All right, well, let's just get First Strike onto this so we can block Ragavan. All right, Ethereal Armor, and then just pass. And next turn, I'll equip Sentinel Eyes so we have Vigilance. All right, they play their second land. Obviously are not attacking. Back to us. All right, Sentinel Eyes, 5/5 First Strike, Vigilance, attack. All right, they're at 15. Pass. It's just another quiet day here on the MTGO Marathon stream, playing some Boomer Magic with Bogles. 3 mana, Seasoned Pyro. Sure. By the way, if you're playing Seasoned Pyromancer right now, you should not be playing Seasoned Pyromancer right now, as Orcish Bowmasters is all over the place. They discarded 2 discard spells because they can't use them because of our ley line. Alright, land Hyena Umbra on here. Keep attacking, and then they can just chump with their tokens. Swing! What was the list of decks so far today? We've so far played Helioke and Martyr Proc. Opponent fetches. Swamp. Plays. Bloodbraid Elf. Okay. Cascades into Goyf. Just all the Boomer Magic today. First we played Blue Tron, now we're playing Jund. Alright. Well, they're really going to attack, eh? Alright, block Ragavan. Goyf is a 2-3. Now it's a 3-4. Back to us. Rancor here. Yeah, people aren't happy with the current ring format, so they're going back in time. Attack. 10-8 Boggle with Trample and First Strike. Only got so many days left of the All Access Pass. Time to go back to Boomer Magic. 4 mana. Another Bloodbraid. Reveal Thoughtseize, which they can't do anything with. So if they attack with everything, I block Goyf and I take... Yeah, okay. I have won the game. So, I don't know. We're in Boomer Magic land now. Maybe they're playing Liliana of the Veil. Probably just keep this the same. I don't know. Is Solitude worse than I think it is? It's probably still fine. Yeah, this whole... Okay, so let's see. We just lose to EE, right? So let's put that in. And then what? Vigilance is quite important here. So just take out... I don't know. Rancor is still good. Maybe Solitude's just not good. If I'm ever evoking this, it's bad for me. All right, pull that out. All right, submit this. Game 3 on the draw. We're playing Bogles versus Boomer Jund. Hand is actually acceptable. Double Leyline, then we've got Glade Cover and a bunch of auras. Keep. Leyline, Leyline. Go ahead, opponent. Wooded Foothills. Passing back to us, I guess? Yep. Alright, Horizon Canopy, play Glade Cover. Pass it back. They fetch. Aziatora's Proving Ground. Burn Catacombs. Fetch. Swamp. Play. Chalice of the Void on 1. We dead, boys. We are dead. Alright then. Play Dryad Arbor. Attack with this 1-1. We do have some 2-mana auras in our deck, which we could draw hypothetically. Opponent plays Verdant Tarmogoyf. Alright, there's another land. So I guess I'm going to pass and then draw a card with Horizon Canopy. Actually, I should do it now in case they have Bowmasters. Draw a card. Alright, pass the turn. Isn't one of them Daybreak Coronet? And indeed. So we have to draw exactly Spirit Mantle or All That Glitters and Daybreak Coronet. Opponent cracks Nurturing Peatland. Verdant Catacombs. Forest. Opponent plays Ragavan, which gets countered. Okay, interesting. It makes Goyf bigger? Sure. We will not block and go to 17. All right, All That Glitters. Let's go. All That Glitters. Let's go. Combat. Swing. We're doing it, boys. We're getting through the Chalice on 1. Opponent plays their 4th land. Time to get Bloodbraided. Nope, not Bloodbraid. Bolt gets countered. Grows the Goyf. 1 mana, make Goyf bigger. Fury. Kills Dryad Arbor. Whole 1 point of damage dropped off right there with that Fury. Exiled Ragavan. Alright, we're at 14. Opponent has 1 card in their hand. Land, attack with the Glade Cover Scout. Swing. Alright, our Glade Cover Scout is actually bigger than their Goyf, so we're winning this race so far. Opponent fetches. Puts Blood Crypt into play. 3 mana. We won! We won the game! Oh my god. How did we win that game? How in the world did we win that game, guys? How? How did this happen? Alright, round 3. Good old Bogles versus Boomer Jund with Cascading Bloodbraids. In 2023, throwing their 1 mana spells into the Chalice to grow the Goyf was something, alright. Alright, round 3 on the play. We're playing against someone named Amulet Go, so this doesn't bode well for us. No mana. Mulligan. Alright, we got some mana. And triple Ethereal Armor. Wow. Alright, keep. I'm just going to assume they're on Amulet Titan and that I do not need this Rancor. So, done. Opponent mulls to 5. Alright, Windswept Heath, go. Sunhome Fortress, name checks out. Fetch Temple Garden. Alright, Horizon Canopy, Light Pause. Pass the turn. Another Amulet. Bounce land. Alright, this is not looking good. They mulled to 5 and had double Amulet draw. Holy crap. Double Amulet, bounce land, plus Grazer. Alright, are we just dead now? 7 mana. Summoner's Pact. Prime time. Bunch of amulets. Alright, they're going to give this haste. Okay, yep. 10 power vigilance. Combat. Well, Sunhome is in their hand, so they can't actually kill us this moment. Not that we're going to win the next game or the next turn. So they have to grab some green lands so that they don't die to their pack trigger. Yeah, there we go. Simic Growth Chamber Boseiju. Puts Boseiju into their hand. No blocks. We go to 8. All right, how the heck do I get out of this? So they have a Boseiju that they can just Boseiju our stuff with. So I guess if they're going to Boseiju a thing, it's going to Rancor is fine. We have to block this Titan, so I probably have to put 2 Ethereal Armors on this. Ethereal Armor. Trigger. All right, what can we get? I can get Totem Armor. I can get... I can get Vigilance. Let's see. So then they're going to Boseiju blow up the Ethereal Armor. I have another Ethereal Armor on it. So I'll be 6 power. So I need to get First Strike. But I have First Strike. So I need to get Vigilance. Or, yeah, I need to get Vigilance. All right, Sentinelize. Then Ethereal Armor. I guess let's just double up. Trigger. If only we had Lifelink for 1 mana. There is 1 mana Lifelink auras, but we're not playing them. Trample at this point, and they can just blow that up. So let's get Audacity. All right, Audacity, Combat. And then let's see if they Boseiju before we attack. All right, no, Swing. Block with the Grazer, sure. Assign 3 there, 10 to them. And we can't do anything else, so pass the turn. And now we're probably dead. This, hit that. Yep, go grab. Can't do anything at instant speed anyway, so play that tapped. I guess if they don't have Dryad, they'll do what? So they pay for Pact, and then they get to attack, and then they, assuming, probably have another Boseiju in their deck, right? So their hand right now is Sunhome and 3 unknown cards. So, okay, if they have a second Boseiju, they can just go attack, bounce land Boseiju. Okay, there's Sunhome. Yeah, so attack. Oh, you can give this double strike, and then we have to trade. So I should have gotten Totem Armor. Yeah, so Simic Growth Chamber, Boseiju. Bounce Boseiju back to the hand, and then they can just Boseiju our Ethereal Armor, and then this is too small to actually block the Titan. So give it double strike. And then they have to Boseiju now before we go to block, or they lose the mana, although they have it anyway. Boseiju, Ethereal Armor, and then we can only block 3. This is 12. We block 3 of it. We take 9 and still die. All right. So what could I have gotten instead? I could have cast something else and gotten Ethereal Armor, but then they can just still blow up both the Ethereal Armors. I could have grabbed what? I don't think there's anything I could have grabbed that would have not lost here. All right, next game. 100% Force of Vigor, and that's it. I guess Solitude kills the Titan, but if we're killing the Titan, it's already done its damage. Okay, so let's put these. These are in here. This is fine. Light Pause is mostly fine. They have what? Maybe a few Dismembers in their sideboard or something. So what is the worst cards in here? We don't need to protect from Edicts, but we do need First Strike to beat their Titans. What else? Vigilance is important for not getting bashed in. So Rancor, we do need some amount of that. We don't need Spider Umbra as badly. So cut one of those, cut a Rancor. I don't want to cut any of the 2-drops. We probably can afford to cut 1 Light Pause. What else to shave on? Don't need, probably just shave on everything, right? 2 more cards gotta go. This is also Vigilance, right? Yeah. One of these. And Cartouche of Solidarity can go. I'm gonna say that's probably fine. All right, submit that. On the play for game 2 against Amulet. We have a Boggle. We've got the things. We got a Solitude. Let's go. All right. This, cast the Boggle. Go ahead. Urza's Saga. And nothing else. All right. Argo. Shock in a Temple Garden. Play Hyena Umbra. Play Ethereal Armor. Attack for 4. Plays an Amulet that they just drew. Untaps Valakut. So they get double Amulet next turn. Daybreak Coronet. Let's go! Okay, so let me think about this. They have double Amulet next turn. So if they just Titan, they can just kill us probably. So I hold on to Solitude, but then I'm just holding the Solitude and I'm not beating them down fast enough. It's really tough. So if I do this, I go up to 25. All right, let's do it. Let's Daybreak it. Combat. Swing. This is also big enough that I can just block a Titan that attacks us. Urza Saga up to 3. Float a mana. Go get another Amulet. All right, bounce land. They have 6. There's all the mana. Pick Valakut up. Titan. But if they attack us, we just get to First Strike the Titan. I guess no, because they attack and they get Boseiju bounce land and then they just kill Daybreak Coronet before we block them. So if they do that, we'll get an untapped land and then I can draw with Horizon Canopy and maybe find a white card to pitch Solitude into this Titan for. Summoner's Pact for a second Titan. All right. So they can grab 2 Boseijus. Yep. All right. So both the Titans get haste. So now they attack with both. So even if I'd held Solitude, I would have been screwed. All right, so there's Boseiju number 2. So then they just go Boseiju, kill multiple things. Look at all that mana. All right, yeah, all that resolves. And then the other Titan's ability resolves. Wow, we haven't even resolved the second one yet. So now they're getting Sun home, so they're going to double strike both of them. No, they're only double striking one of them. No, they are double striking both of them. All right, so double strike that one as well, and then Cruel Turf still untaps, and then they double Boseiju our auras. Yeah, right? No, they have 2 mana left. All right, Boseiju, Daybreak Coronet, use the ability, go grab a Plains, draw a card, not a white card. That would have helped earlier. So these are both double striking, and I can't even block them. So this is 32 damage, and I can block 4 of it. We're dead. All right, round number 4. Man, Amulet's such a fair deck, right? Not a problem. Oh, I almost forgot. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Apropos right there. I gotta make us a this is fine emote. Amulet consistently wins on turn 2 through turn 2 or 3, even through hate. I fail to see how they leave it unbanned but keep Twin and Pod banned. Well, basically, at this point, Modern is essentially an irreparably broken format. The only way to fix it, so normally what you have is you have, your Okos, your Hogaks, your Companions, and you just have one card that's too powerful and you just ban it, right? Modern is in a place right now where there's around 20 cards that are ruining the format, and they're not going to ban all of them. The only way to actually fix it would be to just burn the whole format down and start over. So we're on the draw. We do have land plus Bogles, but we only have 1 land. It's pretty rough. If we don't draw another land, then we're just really slow here. We don't even have any amazing payoff like a Daybreak Coronet in the hand or something. I would keep this on the play. On the draw, it's probably too slow. We also don't even know what we're playing against. All right, Mulligan. All right, that's way better. Keep that. What am I shipping? Probably Spider Umbra. Well, okay, Daybreak Coronet already gives us first strike, so probably Hyena Umbra. All right, so Hyena Umbra down, finish. All right, what are we playing against? Spire Bluff Canal, DRC. All right, we're good. Ooh, Light Pause. That's actually not going to help here. Fetch, get Temple Garden, play Glade Cover Scout. Go ahead. Free my boy Faithless Looting. Yeah, at this point, who cares? Who even cares at this point? Just print Force of Will into Modern. What's it going to hurt? Just make Modern reserveless free Legacy. Because who even cares at this point? It's so fundamentally broken, and the play patterns are so bad. Just try to fix it by just making everything legal. All right, Upkeep. Well, let's try to resolve some auras through this Spell Pierce question mark. Oh, I don't have double green mana. This is going to be really rough. All right, Spider Umbra. Consider in response. All right, they kept it on top, so we were just going to go ahead and attack them. Swing. I guess I could have played Light Pause, but eh. My only plan is just hopefully resolve this Daybreak Coronet next turn. Force of Will would 100% be good for the format. Blue does need more help in Modern. It's not about blue needing more help. It's about Force of Will puts checks on combo decks. You would think with Legacies, fast mana, like Lotus Petals, Mox Diamonds, all the broken stuff in Legacy, that the format would be defined by combo decks that just win on turn 1. But the format is actually defined by fair value decks. So they have 2 mana, and they can just counterspell anything I play, which is pretty rough. All right, let's try to resolve Rancor. Force of Negation is our Force of Will, but it really isn't, though. Force of Negation, the way that it's designed, is hypothetically supposed to protect... it's supposed to be good in, fighting combos and not be good for combos protecting themselves, but ironically, it actually does the opposite. What about stacks pieces, then? Would you want a card like Wasteland in Modern? Just curious. Yeah, screw it. Who cares? Sure, why not? Seriously, I don't see how the format could get any worse. Just make everything legal. If you're not going to ban the cards, just legalize everything. All right, swing for 7. I'm surprised none of that stuff got countered. Bolt us, sure. Back to basics, price of progress. Yeah, so I used to be against that stuff. I was like, oh, don't put... Because they were printing Legacy cards into Modern via Modern Horizons. But at this point, yeah, just who cares? How could it get any worse? I'm enjoying playing these leagues because I'm streaming and because we're playing wacky non-meta decks. But if I was playing Modern and I was just playing Rhinos or, Elementals or whatever, it would be miserable. I don't go to the Modern weeklies at my LGS right now. I've had the option to keep streaming or stop streaming early and go play, and I've just decided I don't care about Modern. I would leave Modern if they started putting LD in Modern with Wasteland and such. I hate LD. All right, well, not LD, then just Force of Will and stuff. Leave LD and stacks aside and just say, all right, so they're casting Murktide here probably. So we have to get Daybreak Coronet through a counterspell is the only way we can win. So Murktide, 6/6. We can actually still attack them, and they do have to block this. 2 mana, Dashing Ragavan. All right, they've gone shields down, boys. Shields down. We can Daybreak them. Well, surely you're going to attack with Ragavan, because you just dashed it. Yeah, Ragavan dash. I guess they're not entirely shields down. If they have Spell Pierce, they can Spell Pierce or Daybreak Coronet. Treasure, exile the Windswept Heath. Modern is pretty much the main format besides Draft here in New York. All right, ooh, Spirit Mantle. So we just instantly win if we resolve Spirit Mantle. Yeah, all right, so let's see if they can answer Spirit Mantle. All right, so they lose. Combat, swing. All right, we took game 1. Now the problem is going to be taking the remaining games. Endurance, I guess Solitude. What is bad? This deck just instantly loses to EE. Light Pause is okay, but it gets burned out by pretty much everything, so I don't want too many copies of it. In fact, let's just put it to 1 copy. And then let's take out what else? What's the worst aura here? It's probably... Okay, it's not Cartouche of Solidarity because that makes a 1/1 that can block Ragavan. So it is probably Sentinel's Eyes, but it's questionable. All right, Sentinel's Eyes. Submit. So my basic premise is this. That you would think that given all the fast mana and combo cards in Legacy that it would just be a combo format. But it isn't because Force of Will keeps the combo decks in check. Now, of course, if you're a combo deck, you can just play your own Force of Wills to save your combo, but then you're going down cards to protect it. And there's just the fact that if there's so many Force of Will decks running around, then your combos are inherently more fragile. I don't have a turn 1 Boggle here, so mull this hand. You can argue about why it is, but the facts are that Legacy is a far more fair format. Man, we still don't have a Boggle on turn 1. I can play Dryad Arbor, and then I can put Hyena Umbra on it. That might be fine. So I can go fetch land, and then if they tap out, I go Hyena Umbra, and then another thing, like double Hyena Umbra. No, I can't, because Dryad Arbor is one of my lands. So I do what? I go Dryad Arbor, Hyena Umbra, Dryad Arbor taps itself to put Rancor on it, and then if they just have 2 removal spells, it dies. All right, go to 5. All right, so I don't want Dryad Arbor in my hand, so we'll put that back, and then I'm just going to put back Solitude. All right, that's done. Opponent plays Spirebluff Canal. Plays DRC. Back to us. All right. Fetch, Shock Temple Garden, play Boggle, pass the turn. It doesn't have to be just LD per se, but something needs to be done. Either they need a S-ton of bans of mostly recent sets, Mythics, Elementals, Ragavan, Ring Bowmaster, or they need to let the old cards back in, Pod, Cloud Post, Eye of Ugin, Twin, Opal. I don't know what GGT is. Oh, Golgari Grave Troll. And print stronger stuff not at Mythic, and print Encroach into Modern. What is Encroach? So they just have two mana. All right, so let's go Razor Verge, and let's try to Hyena Umbra this. Fetch and response. Steam Vents tapped. All right, Ethereal Armor. Black 1 mana sorcery. Swing with Boggle. Target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-basic land card. That player discards the card. Oh, to discard lands? You don't need that. That's essentially LD, just in a different form. Modern all-in combos already have Pact of Negation. Force is not going to help them. It stops them. There's so many people who don't play Legacy that think it's just a bunch of combo decks winning on turn 1, but in reality, some of the grindiest games I've ever played are from Legacy. Exactly. All right, I'm going to play Horizon Canopy to get around Spell Pierce, so let's Rancor the Boggle. Combat. Swing with the Boggle. 7 power, first strike, trample, doing the work here. They're actually blocking with DRC? Why? It only saves them 1 life. Blue and red, dress down. Okay, well, I'll lose my first strike, but I'll still retain the toughness. So it makes them not get trampled? Okay. I guess that makes sense. Sure. So they don't get trampled. All right, pass the turn. Yeah, it's actually pretty rare to run into, like, Storm. There's Doomsday, but Doomsday isn't as fast as you would think. Like, Show and Tell shows up. Like, there are combo decks, but they're not just like, oh, win on turn 1. Oh, well. I meant to crack that in response. I guess they're still dead in 2 hits, right? Sure. Swing. Like, this Boggle is still beating their face in, so... All right, we beat Murktide. 2-0 against Murktide. Bogles. We did it. Round 5. We are on the play. So this hand's super awkward because it has 4 Bogles in it. So all we can do is basically play... And it only has 1 land as well. Yeah, okay, let's mold this. Oh, man, the auras in this hand are so good, but no Boggle. Mold a 5. All right, we've got Glade Cover and Light Pause, so let's keep this. I have to keep my lands. I have to keep the Boggle, so what am I putting back? I am putting back Emperor. Oh, I don't have double white for the Daybreak Coronet either. That's rough. All right, we'll draw it. We'll draw the second white. Put back. Is there any difference between? I mean, there is technically a difference, but is there any reason that I should put one or the other back? I guess I'll put back Rancor. All right, done. Play Beseiju. Play Glade Cover. Pass the turn. Something needs to be done about the 4 to 5 color S piles. That's the real problem with Modern. There is essentially no downside to just playing all the best cards of every color. The elementals further make it even better to do this. The downside is that you get Blood Mooned and absolutely destroyed by Blood Moon. All right, I think we're playing Burn because turn 1 Swift Spear off a mountain. No blocks. All right, shock this in. Play Audacity. Play Spider Umbra. Combat. Swing. It's not just 5 color. I think being able to just play all the colors is the least of the format's problems. But yes, it is. Triomes were a mistake. Another Swift Spear. Steam Vents. So it is Prowess, Bolt Us, and then we take 4 from these Swift Spears. So if we draw a white land, we win. Blood Moon doesn't do it anymore since they printed a land naturalize in Beseiju. Yeah, but you still have to have the green mana and have it open and have Beseiju. Yikes, that's rough. All right, well, I guess I can trade with one of the Swift Spears. So let's play Dryad Arbor. I'm not winning this damage race, so let's just play Dryad Arbor and pass. And then I'm just going to block one of the Swift Spears and trade the Totem Armor for the Swift Spear. Because we ain't winning this damage race. I just have to find white mana for Daybreak. Another mountain. 2 mana. They cast Monomorphose. Bobble. Alright, so any other spell means I can't actually trade with the Swift Spear anymore. Expressive Iteration. DRC in exile. Cast DRC. And then they'll attack with both. So I guess I just chump with Dryad Arbor. And... oh no, I can double block one of them. Yeah, so double block one of them. But then I lose my Spider Umbra. And then this is only 6 power. And I can't block DRC anymore. So let's see. I have to draw a white mana for Daybreak Coronet anyway in order to win this game. So I may as well just not lose the Spider Umbra. Okay. So let's just block there, take 4. They crack Bobble. White mana, white mana, white mana. Come on. Come on, white mana. Another Daybreak Coronet. Well, so now what? I block DRC and hope they just don't have enough prowess to kill us here, which they're going to have. All right, pass the turn. So trade with DRC. Land. Fetch. Underworld Breach. Well, they can just bolt us twice, right? Yeah. Underworld Breach. Yeah, they can just bolt us twice. All right, we're done. Game 2. Let's see. Chalice of the Void is... hurts us, hurts them. Probably don't want that. Endurance blocks their creatures okay and stops breach stuff. Solitude's also fine. I'm wary of running so many Light Paws with them having bolts and another instant speed removal. And then what else can we cut? 1 Sentinelize. Maybe just 2 Sentinelize. All right, submit. On the play, we've got Light Paws, but nothing else. So if I just go turn 2 Light Paws and they just kill it, then we just lose the game. All right, mold this. All right, Glade Cover Scout, bunch of stuff. We're good. Keep. Let's put back Horizon Canopy. I don't want to be constantly damaging myself, and it's unlikely that I'm going to need to draw another card in this game. Put that back. Done. Shock. Glade Cover Scout. Proceed, opponent. Basic Mountain. Soulscar Mage. All right. Ooh, Spirit Mantle. Now, I just get max damage on here. So this, fetch a Plains, and then go Ethereal Armor, Spider Umbra, no, Hyena Umbra, Combat, swing for 4. They're blocking this, really. That surprises me. I was hoping Pioneer would have been a Haven, but there isn't really much... oh, are you kidding me? They have multiple mutagenic growths to... oh, okay. Well, Hyena Umbra will at least save this. So the mutagenic growth pumps it up far enough that it doesn't die. Gotcha. All right. Well, at least our creature doesn't die because of Totem Armor. I was hoping Pioneer would have been a Haven, but there isn't really much in that format to answer the frustrating play patterns there either. Yeah, Pioneer has really powerful threats and really weak answers. Pioneer could get there one day. The problem is Chalice on 1, despite the fact that they're playing Prowess. All right. The problem is the format is already solved and not much from Standard gets added. All right, so we just Spirit Mantle this and attack for 4. Swing. How are you going to run Chalice on 1 in your Prowess deck? Monomorphose. They're just going to cast their spells just to get Prowess triggers anyway. Stormwing Entity. 3/3 Prowess. Enter Scry 2. Land. All right, well, we can't block the Stormwing Entity, so I guess we just keep attacking them. So I take 3 plus whatever they cast a turn from the Stormwing Entity. So I actually do not even win this race. Even without Prowess, I don't win the race. So the only out is like to draw all that glitters or Daybreak Coronet. So I may as well just stay back to block the Soulscar Mage at this point, I guess. Yeah. All right. Pass the turn. Lava Dart. Counter. Get Prowess. 2 mana. Another Stormwing. Yikes. All right. We got to rip Daybreak off the top. Daybreak off the top or bust. Take 4 in the air. That is not Daybreak off the top. So that's 6 right there. Lava Dart means it's a guaranteed 8. We're dead. They have to have any other spell. We're dead. All right. Only 2 and 3 with Bogles. But honestly, were you expecting any different? All right, that was Bogles. That was one of the Magic Leagues of all time, I would say. So let us, I actually don't think I need a break. Let's just jump right into the next one.